asifundi groove yodwa. We have an author and we have a listening session for a book that was written by him. So we're gonna have a young listening session. After the listening session, we're gonna have a fashion show. So can we just stay seated and have a small listening session for him?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Akiwa Mugai. I am here today just to speak about two books I've actually written and published. Firstly, I would like to question you guys about the pains that you have actually went through in your lives. So we know we have gone through pains which are not similar but relatable to one another. So my question is, do you ever wonder what your pain has done for you? Do you ever wonder what your pain has done for you? That's my question for the evening. So I'll answer you. So you should actually ask yourself and then answer yourself as well in your own spare time. So my first book I published in 2017. I was still a student in Ikala. So the book is actually an autobiography I wrote during my matric year. It's from the period of 2004 until 2012. So the book tells a lot about my actual background. It's a book about the abuses I had gone through. It's a book about sexual orientations and sexuality. It's a book about grief. It's a book about youthfulness, and it's a book about just life in general and the do's and don'ts of life and the odds or the taboos that society knows but doesn't probably want to understand and probably embrace. Then the second book is a collection of poetry. It's titled Writings of the God. So the poems are actually about love. The poems are actually about relations, and the poems are actually about experiences, life experiences. So we know that there are different types of love. We know that there are different types of relationships, and life experiences we all have encountered and we are still encountering. And so this is actually my part in saying my life experiences and the love I've experienced in life. So you can get this for $150, and this one is $250. You can get it from me, straight from me, or you can actually order them online if you don't have cash right now. So yeah, to answer the question that I asked you earlier on, I'd say my pain has grown me to be the author I am today, because without the losses and the abuse or the griefs I went through, I wouldn't have written such books, or I wouldn't have had such knowledge or wisdom to share without the pain I went through. So the pain I went through is what has led me to be the person I am today. And I am not ashamed to share it. I am honest about it, and I would like everyone to be as honest and as proud of who they are always, because not being proud of who you are, being ashamed of who you are, being hateful to yourself doesn't actually benefit anyone or harm anyone else rather than yourself. So rather love yourself, be yourself at all times. Even if someone says you're too much, you're too quiet, you're too shy, you're too this and that, but just be yourself. We are not money, so no, not everyone will love us or love you, but you should start with yourself. Starting with yourself is, even if you have children, you have to start with yourself, then the other person. If you have children, and I'm saying this because I know there are people who are probably in relationships and they are there or are still in those type of relationships just because they say, I am here just because of my kid. You actually are not in love with yourself enough to leave that relationship. Because if you do love yourself enough, you can leave that relationship and make means to grow that lovely child without the other person. I heard the MC saying I am from Aranoth. I'm not from Aranoth. I am from Stakesfreight, originally from Stakesfreight, from a village called Matatuna. I also grew up in Eselindini. I went to 3 schools in Stakesfreight, which was the Stakesfreight Christian School, and for my primary, then I went to Egukwini for my junior, and Enyatela for my high school. So I came here 2017 to start my tertiary education as a business management student. Funny thing is, it started after I had broken up with my my fiance, my ex-fiance. So I actually came here with an aching heart. I had to like start over. I had a salon which we shared, so we worked together, stayed together. So you can actually imagine the pain I was in of leaving everything behind and starting over. I still remember when I came here, I came here with a bag. I think it was the size of this table. So I actually started a room with just a mattress I borrowed from a neighbor. And then on the first day of my tertiary, I then got a call that my grandmother had passed away first day. So confused as I was among a group of happy faces and stuff, I calmed myself. I collected myself to like go on with the day and then worry about everything else afterwards. So I continued the day. I then went home, and that's when everything came to sense, and I was like, oh, this had happened, and I have to deal with it. So yeah, it happened. I buried my gran. I then went into post traumatic stress during my N6, which was a very hard semester for me, because I was then going to start over again, because I was done with the tertiary. So that was me going back to where I starting over. So all in all, I'd say starting over isn't a bad thing if you know you're starting from experience, not starting from just stress. So all of that was an experience to me, and it has grown me to be the person that I am today, and know what I want in life and what I am built for. So yeah, I still stand and say and ask you to ask yourself that, what has your pain done for you? Thank you.
Powerful. Powerful. Powerful.
Hey, you are strong, man.
How do you answer? Answer.